things that I want to do is create a distinction between this label of activist and just an ordinary person who knows that this is a fight for survival. So just get away from this label of activist. And in everything that you do, know that you are a part of revolution. And from the moment you wake up, you're in the movement. From the moment you open your eyes, you're in the struggle. There's no such thing as going to the front lines. The front lines is in your office. There are wars to be fought in the corporate places. When I was a student at some of the most elite institutions, that's where I fought my biggest battles. Taking on the fact that there was no black representation, no tenured faculty, wherever you are. If you're at Columbia, you're in the movement because you got work to do there, right? And so this notion that unless you're holding a sign, unless you're in the streets, unless you're dressed a certain way, you're not a protester, you're not an activist. If you want to be alive, you are an activist, right? The last thing that I will say is revolution is important because all revolution is bloody. So who wants to speak of revolution? Who wants to speak of something which ultimately means that we all may die as a result of being in it? But one thing to realize is that revolution starts with the transformation of the mind. All revolution begins internally. Pastor Mike says that. Why is it critical that we have a Black Girls Rock? Because revolution happens every time somebody turns on the television, right? When you see young Black women seeing themselves portrayed in a very particular way with no sense of what else they can be, no sense of imagination and possibility. Revolution is creating imagination and possibility for that generation. Part of our work is instilling a sense of seeing something that has never happened before. We are so focused on brokenness. Yes, we are a broken society. We are a broken people. We are a broken community, but we are imaginative people. We are full of possibility. We are hopeful. Do not ever forget that the biggest exporter in this country is Black culture. Our culture is what they send out to the world. Our culture, if you go to Africa, you go to South America, you go anywhere in the world, they send us through our culture. So what are we but the greatest thing that America has ever sent out to the world?